Hi, I wanted to make a video about demonic attacks. 6 years ago, when I first got saved, I experienced it. I was laying in bed one night and I felt like something was on me and I was paralyzed and I couldn't move. And I tried, with everything I could to get up and I just couldn't do it. It just completely had me. But when it first happened, I didn't really understand exactly what it was. And then about a couple years later, I strayed for a few years. And then about when God finally called me back, about a month and a half after God called me back from straying, I was laying in bed one night and I was sleeping, and for some reason I woke up and I could feel like this really dark, evil presence. And I can't really explain it, but you can just feel that it was just the evil feeling in my bedroom. And it seemed like I seen like a black shadow coming into my room. And I tried to move. I couldn't get up. I wanted to scream with everything that I had, but I couldn't do it. And finally it left. And it had been so long since it had happened, I didn't realize what had just happened. And so I ended up going back to sleep. And then the next day I got to thinking about it. I got to thinking, that had to have been something demonic or something. And then about the next month, it happened again. That happened twice in one night. It was a week after I had my son. I had just got done feeding him and put him down, got him to sleep. And I was trying to get comfortable and go back to sleep. And it was completely quiet in the house. There wasn't, TV wasn't on, nothing. Everybody was asleep. And I was laying there, and all of a sudden I heard someone yell, "Hey." Like it sounded like it was in the hallway, like right outside my bedroom door. And I thought, well, that's weird. Like somebody in the house or something, but there wasn't anybody in the house. And so I ended up rolling over onto my back. And I finally started to doze off. And right as I was dozing off, I felt an dark evil presence again. And I could see out of the corner of my eye the shadow coming at me. And it attacked me. And it left me paralyzed. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream out or anything. But all I could do, and finally that time, I thought finally to scream out to Jesus. And I just said, "Jesus, Jesus," over and over again. I thought I was dying. I mean, it felt like the life was getting sucked out of me. I didn't know what was going on. And it finally got off of me. And I was like, wow, that felt really familiar. That was like what happened to me the month before. And of course I was terrified. I didn't want to go back to sleep because I was afraid it would happen again. But I was tired, so I ended up dozing off. But this time I told myself I was going to sleep on my side this time. And so I did, and I dozed off, and it attacked me again. I don't know if it fed off of my fear or something or what, but it got me again. And this time I could actually hear it talking in my ear. It said something. It said a few words or something, but I was so busy rebuking it that I don't guess I was really paying attention to what it was saying, or maybe it wasn't meant for me to know what it was saying. But I rebuked it and it left. And then I think it happened again the next week or something. And then it actually went about a month and a half. I never had any more. And then last month in June, it seemed like it happened like that whole month, like once a week. And then the last week that it happened, last month, it got me like twice. The first time it was, I just couldn't move and yell out and all that. And the second time it happened, in that same night, it like actually drug me off of my bed. And because I remember going up in the air, going up like up into the ceiling, and kind of went around the room some, and then I, was rebuking it then, and then I went down back on the bed. I don't know if it drugged me around in my physical body, or if somehow I went out of my body. I don't know if they got a way to take your spirit and do all that, but it drugged me out of my bed and just kind of flung me around like a rag doll. And I came to after that, and that really freaked me out, because that was the first time it had, ever gotten me like that. But my 9-year-old said that he had that happen to him not long before that happened to me. So if anybody out there has experienced this, of course, doctors try to put a label on everything, try to call it sleep paralysis and all this stuff, and it's not nothing to do with your brain or whatever. It's demons. Demons are real, because I've seen them. It's just, they're like black shadows, and I've heard some people say that they've seen them like standing at the end of their bed. Because I haven't never seen them just standing there, but I've just seen them when they've come at me and attacked me. But anyway, demons are real, and it's